All Hallows School was established in 1861 by the Sisters of Mercy with a mission to inspire young women to a life of faith, compassion, learning and leadership. Through the years, the school has worked to nurture and challenge its students through social, emotional and academic well-being. An integral part of a balanced education at All Hallows has been participation in sport, supporting the students' mental and physical well-being. Sport first started in the early days of the school with marching and calisthenics on the school grounds. That evolved to include cricket, tennis, swimming and croquet by the 1920s. Inter-school competitions began in the 1930s with tennis, swimming and athletics. Through the 1960s and 70s, students took part in co-curricular sports, mainly in hockey and netball, offering students exposure to high-level competition and selection in state and national competitions. 1985 saw the introduction of district sport participation on Wednesday afternoons. This continued to expand through the 1990s, with All Hallows competing in the Brisbane Schoolgirls Sport Association. As the school has grown into the 2000s, so has the participation level and number of sports available. All Hallows School has been a strong achiever across a range of sporting competitions.
We have four really important pillars at school, and that's around academics, our outreach programs through Mission and Justice, cultural programs and sport. All of these build a community. Sport is in the DNA of the school. Sport is about participation, about involvement. That is the true spirit of All Hallows Sport. We cater for everybody, we're inclusive. Yes, we strive for excellence in everything we do, but we make sure that there's a spot for every girl in every sport.
I was initially employed at All Hallows in 2006 as the assistant sports coordinator. I began to take over and assist Judy to take over the management of a lot of those sports, which thereby gave the teachers an opportunity to actually focus on what they're essentially here for, which is largely to teach and provide great curriculum time programs for the students. The model that we largely adopt at the school and what I think has ultimately made All Hallows so successful in such a large number of sports is the fact that everyone had that opportunity because they were having access to fantastic coaching principals.
When I attended All Hallows, I think the school taught me I was very disciplined and structured. There's no way I could have balanced all that training with study and my personal life and things like that. From such a young age, I always wanted to be an elite athlete. Women's water polo has been really successful. I had so many fantastic coaches, so I feel like I have all this knowledge to impart with the students and I love it. I love it. I couldn't imagine my life without coaching.
I started playing touch football in year 8. There was a trial day and I'd never played it before. I just loved it. From that moment, it just sort of appealed to my personality and competitive drive. I think a big part of the school's ethos that I took through all my sport, and particularly touch, was to always respect your opposition, respect your teammates. So for me, that was a big part of school.
When I came here and I realised the school said that they offered rowing, I was so excited because I was like, here was an opportunity for me to try this amazing sport. Watershed moment for All Hallows Rowing was when the first state won in 1996. And I was in year 10 at that point, and I remember just the whole school really being in awe of this achievement because All Hallows had never done that before. We all felt incredibly lucky to have had this opportunity to try a sport that women traditionally hadn't really been able to do at schoolgirl level. And so I think that really kind of pulled everyone together to go, oh my gosh, we've been given this amazing opportunity to do this sport that before only the boys were allowed to do. Let's see, what we can make of it. Let's see how fast we can go. Let's see how successful we can be at it. You can go the next step. You can go further. Don't give yourself limits in terms of your capabilities.
Sport is one of the big pillars of the school. All Hallows has 18 different sports. As a department, we're always looking to keep those contemporary. One of the drives and the growth areas has been girls in the sports of rugby league, rugby union and AFL. I guess one thing coming in to All Hallows that I was incredibly proud to be part of is the level of participation that we have from the girls. It was over 90% of every girl participates in at least one part of our sports program, which I think is amazing. It's not so much all about winning, it's about watching that student have success in their skills and improve along the way. There's nothing more satisfying than knowing that you've helped that player come from, the very beginning to having their own level of success.
I play hockey, netball and water polo for All Hallows, and I've just enjoyed my 5 years at All Hallows, just playing as much sport as I can and just meeting new people and having really good times. The Fit for Life program here at All Hallows is awesome. It's so spirited, it's so inclusive and positive, and it just makes playing sport an enjoyable experience. The time at All Hallows I've had, it's been so much better because of the staff and support around me. So I've had coaches that will forever have lasting impacts on not me as an athlete, but me as a person. Just like the little things like discipline and working hard for results, and nothing comes easy. And they really have shaped who I am as a person today.
All Hallows School sports are competitive as well as inclusive, offering all students the opportunity to participate, achieve and improve, both mentally and physically. Sport has been a crucial part of many students' education, encouraging them to stay active, work in a team and achieve outside of the classroom.